That's how disasters happen.
Not
Blowing a whistle. Not in conjunction with medical. Pause, but in silence. Deafening. Quiet. The type that reverberates throughout all areas of Gamebridge Fieldhouse, where the faces of Caitlin Clark are plastered across LED displays, murals, and banners. She won't be playing in the WNBA, though. All-Star match. She won't be getting excited. The three-point competition.
She will not be on
The court at all. The celebrity who attracted millions of people have seen this exact. Due to a groin injury, the weekend is now off. Harm. And to be clear, this isn't merely a mismatch. It's a 5-alarm WNBA fire. Additionally, Adam Silver simply sounded the alert sufficiently loud to shake the basis of the league.
Caitlin.
Her right groin was aggravated by Clark while the last moments of a victory over Son of Connecticut. Suddenly the biggest event of All-Star Weekend was lost. It's not just fans that are disappointed. It's a devastating blow to a league that is already in existence. Treading carefully on labor disputes, record expectations for viewers, and brittle public confidence. She makes attendance possible. Is flourishing. Because of her, your uncle is observing WNBA competitions. She is the cause. Franchises are up for auction by cities once more. She is currently sitting at her house once more. State over the crucial weekend of the time of year. Additionally, NBA Commissioner Adam. He's not going to keep quiet about it, Silva has previously said in writing that his goal is for Clark to be treated fairly and suitably. However, in Commissioner, talking is a code for what the devil are. How are you all doing? The NBA is this. Commissioner, not the commissioner of the WNBA, pointing out how another league's most valuable resource. That's not a remark. It's not public relations. Make a move. A warning shot, that is. And very public, really direct communication with Kathy Angelbert and the leadership of the WNBA. Fix this, since the NBA may want you to just intervene to safeguard its investment. Let's face it, this isn't the first time that Clark has injuries this season.
She had already missed
several games as a result of a quad injury, and she is currently out again due to a groin problem. That's 2 injuries to the lower body and side. Months, a problem she never faced while she was a college student. We are conversing concerning a player who was almost unbreakable in Iowa. She never missed
games.
A walking iron woman, she was.
And
suddenly, while being watched by the WNBA, she's
disintegrating.
It's not unlucky. It's poor management. It's a league lack of adjustment to the physicality that it's starting to get out of hand.
And
considering control or the absence of it. Now, let's discuss officiating. It's not only, it's risky and careless. Caitlin Clark has been tripped, pushed, hacked, and lambasted ever since her debut. Additionally, the majority of it is never called. Everyone can see it. It is seen by the fans. It is visible to the players. The commenters are speaking candidly. On live television, Lobo, Rebecca A., the sports legend, literally broke, pointing out 4 in a play on air. Missed 1 possession's worth of fouls. 4 if. What are legends saying in real time? What does that truly say about the people in charge of raising the alarm? In actuality, WNBA officials do not get salaries. They get paid for each game. A large number of them also serve as a college basketball referee. They are continuously balancing their priorities. Leagues as well. Consistency is lacking. No accountability, no benchmark. Additionally, when your referees work less hours than injuries, your barista aren't just conceivable, they'll happen. Caitlin, it's costing Clark. However, the league is using her body as a gaming machine. And when the revenue is in the millions, one would expect someone to sound an alarm. Adam Silver just did, in fact. However, Where is Kathy, the WNBA commissioner? What about Engelbert? As stated by Nowhere critics. When questioned regarding Clark, she keeps rerouting, acknowledges other players, but stays away from direct admiration or worry. Sports for veterans. Even journalist Christine Brennan stated, Angelberg is unable to say Clark's name without attempting to counterbalance it with someone else's. That's not being a leader.
Fear is that.
Fear of being partial. Desperate to promote parity, the league. Overdevelopment. However, the problem is that there is more to Caitlin Clark than meets the eye. The player is her, and behaving as though the league is being harmed by anyone else. Everything. Take a look at the figures. Television viewership rises when Clark performs.
When
They crater, but she doesn't. Games for fevers. Prior to her injury, we are averaging around 2 million views. Following the harm, just 847,000. The audience has decreased by 53%. That's not a coincidence. Cause and effect, that is. ESPN claims that there has been a 170% rise in WNBA attendance year after year, with almost all of the games hit 7 figures. Audiences that are involved with Clark.
she isn't
Only attracting attention. She is the
eyes.
and allowing her to suffer harm due to your referee's refusal to whistle. It's malpractice. Additionally, the game where there was a circus and she hurt herself again. 3 ejections, 5 technicals, 2 egregious infractions, a tumultuous chaos that felt more akin to a covert combat club than a game of professional basketball.
The
Authorities were powerless, and Clark was in the midst of it once more, targeted, beaten, and left with a limp. A dead ball might be shoved after by the marina. It was only a technical at first. It required the league's public outcry to upgrade it to a double standard. That is reactive, not taking initiative, as well as reactive officiating, is a time bomb in the making. Even her own Stephanie White, the coach, has had enough. Following the game in Connecticut, she called out officials directly, stating, "Everyone is improving except for the that's not venting referees. It's ahead." On national, the coach is going to scorched earth. She's watching a franchise on TV. A star is attacked with no repercussions. She's not alone either. Each coach in the league is discussing officiating discrepancies.
describe the foul in the
There is no foul in the first quarter of the
fourth.
A foul is a foul on one end. Oppositely, basketball isn't that. It's like playing roulette with footwear.
Additionally, if
You want additional evidence that this isn't merely regarding Clark, view Kelsey Plum's
rant.
After being hacked, she became furious, repeatedly without making any calls. "I got in trouble, like that on each and every item."
I said, she said.
They simply don't make any calls. This isn't a problem with one player. This is a officiating dilemma around the league.
Additionally,
The distinction is that Clark's injury puts that crises in the forefront worldwide.
and now,
The NBA is observing. Advertisers are, too. Networks are, too. Thus, our supporters were all set to fall for a rejuvenated
WNBA.
However, the true heartache is what?
It was supposed to be this weekend. Clark.
Going back to Indianapolis for the All-Star. The weekend. Buildings have her face on them.
She's
In advertisements. She is encircled by the metropolis. Presence. This was her time, her